Let me ask you something. What do you think of when I ask you to picture in your mind's eye the most iconic 3D platformers? Probably games like Ratchet & Clank, Mario Sunshine, Psychonauts, Sly Cooper, the weird open world segments of Spider-Man 2 on Game Boy Advance, Mario 64, the list goes on. But what if you want to make a new, amazing 3D platformer? What do you even do? From where do you even draw your inspiration? Hey man, wanna make a 3D platformer? Oh yeah, for sure, definitely. Just let me finish up playing my favorite game here. We finally did it. After years of toiling away. Congratulations, Mr. Naka. Hey, to you, that's Naka-san. But, thank you. I'm just so happy. Hey, real quick. From what I hear, get this. Sometimes people watch my videos and they don't even subscribe. I know, right? Yeah, I don't get it either. But I've come up with a solution. I've finally done it, guys. I've created my own country, a sovereign state of my own to call home. That's right, the Adam Nation is finally a reality. I don't know about you guys, but I'm very excited. So what I'm getting at is, you should hit that subscribe button to join the Adam Nation. I mean, we're literally minutes away from seceding. I mean, we've really just been waiting on you. All right, but enough of that. So, I'm upset for a couple reasons. See, I had a PS2, and what was the PS2 best at churning out? Well, RPGs, but other than that, 3D platformers, and Metal Gear, but I mean, that's not. I like me some 3D platformers, man. I grew up with Pac-Man World 2, Battle for Bikini Bottom, and the previously mentioned Sly Coopers, and Mario 64 DS, which didn't make it to the PS2 in the States for some reason, but I just talked about that one last week. And I know 3D platformers are not new hat on this channel, but they might as well be. I mean, do not watch those older videos. They will give you glaucoma. I mean, that said, if you already have your medicinal card, I mean, have at it. It's your life. Sonic Adventure 2. Oh, fuck, this is stupid. Okay, let's just talk about Nights into Dreams. Fuck, I mean, Balan Neverland. Fuck, I mean, The Promised Neverworld. Fuck, I mean, The Neverhood. I mean, fucking Spore? This is the slipperiest game I've ever played, and I've played Waluigi figure skating. All right, I haven't, but I mean, it can't be as bad as this demo everybody's been ragging on lately. So, for those who don't know, Balan Wonderworld is, I guess, the brainchild of director Yuji Naka. Yeah, the Sonic Man. And its characters were designed by Naoto Oshima. Yeah, the Sonic Man.
Way past cool, huh?
Bitch, what the fuck? It's basically Nights into Dreams, except you don't play as Knights and it crushed my dreams. Balan just is Knights, honestly, but with different hat. I like him though. He says Baba Booey.
Nagukaro Tui.
It's more like Skibba Tui, but I don't know, it's just so fun. And the first time I heard it, I freaked because I was like, did you just fucking say like Baba Booey?
Nagukaro Tui.
Skibba Tui.
Nagukaro Tui.
Close enough.
Baba Booey.
Maybe I just haven't been playing enough bad games lately, man, because this shit hit me like a brick wall. And I was already like not quite having a great day. But let me tell ya, this game is straight up demoralizing, man. It's depressing. You wanna like it, you really do, at least if you're me. I mean, come on, how could you not like when Balan goes,
Nagukaro Tui!
You watch the opening cutscene and you're like, wow, this has neat art design. My dancing boy is happy, expressing himself with the exaggerated swagger of an Asian teen, until he becomes sad. That feeling you're having? That's what we in the biz like to call tonal whiplash. I know what I'm talking about. I'm pursuing a film degree. You explore a thing, you and Goral are like the same, I guess, because mirrors or some shit, and Balan diagnoses you in need of like a soul detox or something, so he whisks away the children on a whimsical adventure in his Wonderworld. Okay, it's kind of weird when you put it like that, but I'll roll with it for now. I guess. Wonder if that's what they said about Michael Jackson too. Then you finally get to explore the Isle of Tims, no less. I love Tims. I mean, I love poo in Tims, but it's not like I don't really own boots. Yo, what up? It's me, Adam, from the future. I got a big old beard now. That's how you know I'm in the future. I haven't bothered to shave it. Dude, gross, don't look at it. Dude, what did I just say? You're a really bad listener. Anyway, I realize upon editing this that I have a couple things to say here and there, so bear with me here. The first of all being, nice fucking cloud pop in, dude. I mean, maybe that's too uncharitable because, again, this is a demo, but that's kooky. Oh wait, I got it. These are the Tims. I think. So these are what New Yorkers go crazy over. Alright, but this kid's kinda dripped out, TBH. Credit that to Oshima, I guess. But we're soon on our way to the first level and are greeted by a giant farmer. That's not like normal, right? I mean, I've never been to a real farm. I've been to like a fake farm, you know, where they're like, look, here are the cows. And it's like, does anybody work here? Like at that point, you're just running a zoo. You're running a zoo for chickens and cows. I really hope you guys know what I'm talking about. Okay, yeah, question, why is he huge? Well, we're technically in his head, I guess. Is this Psychonauts 2? God, I hope not. That's like actually one of my favorite games of all time, Psychonauts. I mean, admittedly, I don't know where we are. And then you get to transform into a Tasmanian devil, but furrier. Somehow the controls are less responsive than on the Isle of Tims. They're strangely looser and just floatier in the levels. It's not a great sign. So you unlock a door and go through a mirror. Also, the world is on a ball now, and will be forever. Why? Why did they do this? Because fuck you not having a headache. That's the optimal way to play Balan Wonderworld. With the headache is what I'm getting at. If you don't have a splitting migraine, you're just playing incorrectly. You think Yuji Naka played Animal Crossing and was like, yeah, that. I don't know, man. You get some jewels, you get some trophies, it's pretty not great. Also, look, it's Evil Knights? Isn't there already one of those? Jump on them. Wow, you did it. This sure is a video game. If your head hurts watching this, I'm genuinely sorry. Mine does too, but probably not as bad as whatever's happening to my lad's spine right now. I've heard of scoliosis, but this is, really bad scoliosis. And I know I already talked about it, but these controls truly are just god awful. I don't think I can really describe it, but I'm certainly gonna try. You know what it feels like when you throw a lob of butter into a frying pan and then you pick it up and move it around to get the butter everywhere? The way the butter just slides around the pan. That's what it feels like. And it's funny, right? Because most times someone refers to something in a video game as being buttery smooth, it's a compliment, right? But somehow Balan Wonderworld found a way to make that negative. Congratulations, Yuji Naka, you did it. Wow, I can't believe it. Like, I went out of my way to try out some other 3D platformers that I figured would be bad, or even just mediocre, and I found that none of them feel as bad as this. I gave Skylar and Plux a go, a fun little throwback to Ratchet and Clank that I didn't realize it was at the time. It's funny, for some reason that name gave me the impression that it was like another Banjo-Kazooie successor, but it's honestly really solid. A good step above even mediocre for sure. It has a really fun move set, and I honestly have a great time just traversing the world. An important factor in a 3D platformer for sure. But speaking of perceived Banjo-Kazooie follow-ups, I even revisited Yooka-Laylee. Yeah, I'm not sure what's wrong with me either, but it's gotta be bad if I'm finding myself here. Sure, the worlds are too big, and yeah, the moveset leaves a bit to be desired, but even that was better than Balan. Man, were we too hard on good old Yooka-Laylee? Nope, not at all. So then, I knew what I had to do. I launched a game I never thought I'd have to. Sonic Goddamn 06. Yeah, I'm going there. And guess what? Take a wild goddamn guess. Yep, it's true. Balan Wonderworld actually controls worse. At least that's what I think, man. Okay, I just had to jump on in here and say that Sonic 06 take is not hyperbole. Yeah, I know that when you homing attack, you like latch onto the ground again. You feel like you have zero control almost over your character in some scenarios, but honestly, overall, I think the crawl of Balan is infinitely worse, if you ask me. At least in Sonic, there's like the feeling of, oh wow, I'm going fast and this is fun. You know what I mean? Like here, it's a slog the entire time, and I can't stand that shit. If you're already predisposed to like not enjoy Sonic games, you might think otherwise. But fuck, dude, Balan is just so bad. At least in Sonic games, you can move faster than, I don't know, whatever speed this is, 0.2 miles per hour. Fuck it, let's get some Doom-like speed in here. Lord knows this game needs it. But yeah, they actually proportionally measured how fast Doom Guy runs, and it's like 57 miles per hour. He's a speedy boy. Also, hey, look at that, we're in the second level. You see how the world scrolls the other way now? You think Yuji Naka played Halo and was like, yeah, that. Oh yeah, near the end of the first level, you get a bunny. Or a kangaroo. I'm not really sure, but it's just Yoshi. You can do a flutter jump by pushing any of the buttons on your controller. I'm not kidding, even the triggers. Yeah, I know the cigarettes in Metal Gear drained your health by literally giving you cancer, but like, at least you could see lasers with them. These power-ups literally all do one thing. With every button! The Tasmanian Devil spin jumps, Yoshi flutters, this plant is kinda like the onion guy from Mario Odyssey, but just way worse. This dragon can shoot a really pitiful burst of fire breath, and this pig does a ground pound. No, stop! Why did he do that? Oh my god, it's Michael Jackson! Balan's up to his old tricks again. Balan's a bad influence, man, I'm telling you. Why in the love of all fucks would you do this? I mean, just assign different moves you can unlock from the animal attributes to different buttons. Plus, it feels like the world's gonna end before you change suits, for Christ's sake. Like, for the love of God, have the animation last for, like, what, an eighth of a second maybe? Not 2, all right? It might seem like I'm going off the rails over nothing here, but genuinely, this animation is such an interruption to gameplay that it feels like you could clean your room before it's over. Oh my god. I mean, it's like that one AVGN joke, right? Where he's like,
that's when you grab your beer.
I mean, it's true. I mean, it's literally like, all right, look. Hell yeah. Okay, cool. Next costume. Okay, thank God I can move again. Fuck me. Oh my god. Every enemy in Balan Wonderworld feels more inconsequential than, I don't know. This game's literally sapping. It's like inhibiting my ability to make good jokes about it. It's so boring, man. I'm not kidding. I played 4 hours of this for some reason. I think I was hoping it would get better. It really didn't. There's a steampunk world. That's world 6. I saw that and was like, yo, this might be tight. But it wasn't. I mean, the aesthetic was neat, but functionally nothing really changed. At least the world isn't scrolling on a sphere. There is that. Or an inverted sphere. God, what the hell? Please, guys, I'm begging you. Take that shit out. Remove it from the game. Like, yesterday. World 4 is just mountains in the sky. Giant kids follow you around. That's still not normal, right? I don't know how else I can describe to you how fucking mid this game is. See, I'm cursing more than I have in like any of my other recent videos, and it's because actually thinking about this game makes me feel like I'm gonna have a fucking conniption. God, it's not even mid. This isn't mid. What's below mid? Slightly below average? It's not that either. It's worse than that. I don't know, man. I'm like not even feeling it anymore. I can't, like, editing this is gonna be horrible. Yep. This game is fucking horrid, all right? I don't recommend you play it, even as a curiosity. I felt bad asking Jake to play this game with me so he could help me write this. That's better. Oh yeah, you get to the end of the first world and the farmer who lost all his crops gets visited by Penumbra or Mephiles. I mean, who is this again? I mean, who's man's? I'm calling him Carlos. And then Carlos into dreams vaporizes the farmer. Naka-san, I don't feel so good. He goes apeshit, and then suddenly you realize that this whole time you've just been playing Detroit Become Furry. This is maybe the most underwhelming boss fight of my entire life since Pinwheel. And at least Pinwheel gave me some souls and the right of kindling. All this farmer wolf gave me is just a creepy old guy approaching me.
Oh? You're approaching me? Yeah, I can't dance with you without getting closer.
And then the best part of the game happens. No, it's not that you get to stop playing. Both you and the farmer know J-pop choreography apparently, and your recital goes off without a hitch. You think Yuji Naka played the Miku game and was like, yeah, that. Yeah, I don't know what's up with the boogie down challenge here, but hey, at least they both seem to be having fun, you know? Somebody's got to. And it just so happens to be this platform child and an adult farmer. Yeah, there's just something about the vibes this game is giving off. Okay, so something I noticed when looking at this footage, when you slow it down, or when you just look at it frame by frame at all, you can see that the camera isn't cutting in these scenes. It's wild. It's zip zooming around in like 2 frames to the next shot that camera needs to get. It's just so odd. The only other time I've ever seen that was in that Slavjank game Civi covered, You Are Empty, I think. And the closer I look, it seems like all the cuts in this section are that. So, I don't know, there's Adam's fun fact of the day, I guess. How does something this bad even happen? These are clearly talented people, and they clearly know how to make video games. So how did they make something that is actually this disappointing to play? I mean, like, we've all been clowning on it, but it is legitimately astounding. And it also genuinely gives me a headache to look at. So I'm gonna stop talking about it. But not before I mention the weird like bubbles popping and like just shapes popping and shit. It's like in the corner of the screen. Does anybody else notice this? I think it might contribute to just the weird feeling my brain gets playing this, but it's just such a weird distraction. It's like, oh, how do we make it look magic? We gotta make it look like magic. The world's gotta look magical. It's like, do literally anything else, please. It sucks because Balan Wonderworld actually has good music. It's like the only redeeming thing about it, other than Balan's Bout. But that's like a glorified QuickTime event. Gotta say, I do really like Balan's design. I wish you got to see it in actual gameplay and not just cutscenes. At least in Nights into Dreams, you got to play as the well-designed character. Here you don't even get to play as Balan. What kind of shit is that? Look, there are plenty of good stylized 3D platformers. Seriously, just look at Psychonauts, Suzy Cube, Super Lucky's Tale, both the original and new, and God, especially something like Effie. Effie came out just over a year ago and it's super slept on. You run around as an old fart, kicking ass, taking names, and, you know, platforming and shit. What's not to love there? Plus, it's gorgeous and doesn't control like ass, unlike some games I happen to know. So just play that. Or, I don't know, give Spark the Electric Jester 2 a whirl. Oh yeah, and A Hat in Time. Good lord, how have I blanked on that game until right now? You know what? Actually play Psychonauts. Psychonauts 2 is coming out this year, they say. I highly recommend it to anyone who liked Sly Cooper when they were a kid, or Ratchet and Clank. If you enjoy 3D platformers and haven't given it a go, seriously, do it. It's short, you know, I mean, most 3D platformers are, but highly recommend it. I replayed it last summer. God, it's a banger. Absolute banger, dude. Well, let's just say you're looking to play something new, all right? Well, I'd have to ask how your back's doing. From sleeping under a rock every night, am I right, dude? Mario 3D World was like just ported to Switch alongside its new section, Bowser's Fury. I don't know, man. I mean, I know Mario is the easy answer in this department, but I mean, it is like the hot new item right now, you know? And personally, I feel like I've recommended enough obscure fare to where I'm comfortable with the conclusion to my very nuanced take on Balan Wonderworld, essentially just being, you could just play Mario. You know that, right? But you know, honestly, calling Effie or hell, even something like Ratchet and Clank just a 3D platformer, I think does a disservice to those games, because oftentimes there's so much more than that. The phrase seems like an oversimplification in a lot of instances. Like, would you just call Sly Cooper a 3D platformer and leave it at that? No, of course not. You'd talk about how cartoonishly grungy and enjoyably snarky it is, how sleek it feels to run around as a raccoon thief. There's so much more under the hood in these games than what a genre title can often seemingly distill a game's vibe to, you know? But let's be real, not for Balan Wonderworld. Balan Wonderworld is what a computer algorithm would make if you just fed it the word 3D platformer. Balan Wonderworld is a headache-producing, sleep-inducing, morale-leeching game all the way to its code. And that's depressing. But what's my point with all this? Well, see, a lot of people like to act like something super stylized often relies on that too much, and maybe even at the cost of gameplay, is what they'll say. And I feel like most times that criticism is levied in instances where it's what the fuck? Where it's clearly just either that like they don't like the stylization, or the gameplay isn't for them, or they might even consider it like not a real video game, or whatever super dumb reason. Just next time someone tries to say that a game is all style over substance when it comes to something like, I don't know, Persona 5, No More Heroes, Grease, or some shit, just have them play this. And then, during their ensuing headache, take that opportunity to just... in a video game, of course.